What's going on YouTube, ROXAS the Torterra here, and today we're bringing you some new Pokemon Sun and Moon info. So, I think yesterday or the day before that, it was like I think it was Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. So anyway, on Monday, basically, everything was shown was it on YouTube? It was on YouTube. I'm losing my train of thought right now. I had a long day. But anyway, they showed a whole bunch of stuff for Pokemon Sun and Moon on YouTube yesterday. It was the Pokemon company. They released information. Everybody went crazy over it. I couldn't really tweet about it because my phone was on the fritz side. There's a battery problem with it and it's crazy. So I can't really tweet as much as I normally would when stuff like that happened, but I tweeted out some of the official full art pictures they sent out that day. But we're gonna get into my video today. We're gonna talk about some of the stuff that they revealed today. As you guys can see already on the screen, there is Executor Alola form. So I'm gonna use this video as a means to show what was revealed pretty much, and I'll talk about my ideas and opinions on it, and I'll stop the video every now and again. So Executor has a new form when it's an Alola. It appears that it has the ability to transform into a grass and dragon type, and it's known to be a psychic and grass type Pokemon normally, and its ability is Frisk when it is a grass and dragon. So I don't know if it's only gonna have one ability, but hopefully if there's a hidden ability, it'll change. It'll be better, because Frisk is decent, but I don't know. Certain Pokemon it works better with, but I don't know, Executor, it's weird. And plus, will the movesets change for Executor now because that it's a grass and dragon when it transforms? I had a discussion with one of my friends that if you could only get an Executor if it's in Alola. Like, say you had to execute and you evolved it there. Does it transform to Executor Alola form, or do you have to go somewhere and evolve them or train them in that place to make them evolve like that? You know how like Leafeon and Glaceon evolve when they're near Ice Rock or Moss Rock? So like something like that. I would think there's a place in Alola that you can get these forms. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you have to breed them there and they transform into those forms. Maybe you don't have their original forms there. I don't know. That's one idea. It looks like an interesting style. Vulpix and Ninetales. I think a lot of people love this. The whole ice and fairy thing, and the ability Snowcloak was cool, but it sucks because Smogon says that Snowcloak isn't really competitive in terms of Wi-Fi battling because of the fact that it ups evasiveness, so you can avoid moves that are usually unavoidable, like Earthquake. So you usually would you're not able to avoid Earthquake because Earthquake is 100%. But say you have evasiveness up now because of the snow, because of hail. Now you can avoid it. So yeah, stuff like that. But jumping away from that though, like the typing and the art for them are amazing. Like Vulpix looks so cute as an ice type. It's so funny because I was talking about Ninetales as well. Ninetales is shiny form is bluish. It's a light bluish pale color. So it's funny that they did that. And now there's it's ice and fairy when it evolves in the Alola apparently. I don't know too much about the details on it yet. I really hope they release more information because I heard there's something supposed to be released on the 12th. I'm not completely sure. It should be the 12th of August. Not sure, but I've been hearing that. I've been reading stuff online and seeing stuff like that. But it's so cool to see that they have a new form for Vulpix and Ninetales. It's so random though. It reminds me of Delta Evolution in Pokemon Resurgence. You guys know that we have a Pokemon Resurgence LP on our channel, and we're not currently doing it right now because Susan hasn't updated yet. But it reminds me so much of Delta's forms from Suzerain's game. But my friend actually pointed out another thing, that they actually did have Delta species in the official Pokemon franchise. Like in TCG, they had a Delta cards, and they were certain Pokemon. They were actually different. Typings. Like I looked some of them up, and I think there was a Salamence I looked up. There was a Delta Salamence. I think it was Fire and Normal type. It wasn't even Dragon and Flying. It was a Fire and Normal type, or Fire and Flying. I don't remember, but it was its exact typing. So it's funny that they did that. Very nice. Ought to be a very interesting combo, definitely. And you can see Alola form Vulpix over here shooting like an ice beam thing off. I don't know if if you can use fire and ice type moves, that'd be amazing. But I'm thinking if there's something else to do with them. And then here's Sandshrew and Sandslash as well with their Alola forms. So you see, as you can see, they have ice and steel typing now, and also the ability Snowcloak. So I'm trying to figure out if they're gonna have alternate abilities. Hopefully, I hope they have alternate abilities, because it'll be so cool if they do. Ice and steel, I would say, is competitive in many ways, but I don't like the fact that it's quad effective against fighting, and fire. And fire is a common, I want to say it's a common typing, and if it's not a common typing in terms of that Pokemon coming to a match, I would say fire is a common typing on a move. Like people bring Hidden Power Fire, people have Flame Door on certain Pokemon that are not actually fire types, you know, stuff like that. So hopefully this proves to be good. Hopefully the what I want to know most of all is their stats change. Do their stats change? Like will Sandslash be more offensive or will it be more defensive now? And what deviates from that shiny fact when I told you about Ninetales being light blue and pale, Sandslash was actually, its shiny is actually red, so it would have been cool if it was actually a fire type instead. That would have been interesting to see if that was that too. But it's interesting enough that all these Pokemon so far that we've been talking about are all from Generation 1, and it seems like they're going on the route of Ice. First is a dragon, and then now we have ice, double ice. There's two old mons that are ice types. Why would they choose ice is what I'm trying to figure out. We're in a place that's supposed to be based off Hawaii, so it's supposed to be hot, it's supposed to be water. Maybe they could have been water type. There are people saying that Arcanine, since Ninetales has a different form, Arcanine's gonna have a low form, it's gonna be pure water. I think that's dope. I would love to see a water type. That would be one of my favorite mons probably. Arcanine water type, that'd be amazing. So here we see Sandshrew going off with some moves and destroying a Pharaoh with Ice Ball. And Sandshrew looks like a little igloo, so I'm gonna probably call it Igloo, but like friggin' Sandslash looks like a Super Saiyan God. And we also have new Pokemon that they've shown. Oricorio's unique styles. So we can see a ballet style, which is fire flying, and we see pom-pom style, electric and flying. Personally, one of my favorites. I like the fire, the electric and flying, and I actually really do love the fire and flying as well. And we have Pau style, which is psychic and flying. We have Sensu style, which is ghost and flying. I really like the fire and flying, even though the typing isn't that great. I like the it's a decent typing, but it's not that great in terms of like rocks. If rocks are up, I want to see what these stats are going to be. Are their stats going to be changed depending on the typing? It really reminds me of Furfrou, but Furfrou doesn't have the typing change. So I would like to say Wormadam, like from Sinnoh, Generation 4. So Wormadam has different forms too. It has a Sandville. It's like Sandville. It's a sand. It's basically a sand version of it, and it's a ground typing. A forest cloak. They're cloaks. They're called cloaks. Sand cloak, forest cloak, and with a trash cloak. I'm not even sure. But I remember the trash cloak, I believe, is steel and bug, and sandy cloak is ground and bug, and forest cloak is grass and bug. So they have different typings depending on how they look. Same thing with Oricorio's style. So the ballet style is fire and flying, as we said, and we have the pom-pom style, which is electric. I feel like electric and flying is a very cool typing. It can evade its ground weakness automatically by being a flying type, and its ability, which we're going to show right now, is amazing. I love all of their stylings on them too. Like they have unique styles. Ballet style, funny enough, looks like has a like it looks like it's supposed to be having castanets in its hand. And Sensu style looks like an old traditional type dance, while the psychic version looks like a aloha, like a Hawaiian dance. So it's pretty cool. And we're gonna see dancer ability that Oricorio has, and it copies everyone's dances move, which is sick. I really like that. I've been talking about that a lot. You're gonna see that thing come in Choice Specs or Choice Bandit or something, and if it has decent speed, it'll be cool. And you're just gonna see that thing dance in front of your face, and then you're just gonna switch it in, and it's gonna dance, copy your dance, it's just gonna body your team or something. I have a feeling they're gonna be sweeps with that thing randomly. Next up, we have Meteor, which I like to call the Meteor Pokemon because it looks just like a meteor. Its ability is called Shield Down. I actually really like this mon. I really want to capture it just to see what more it can be. I love the tribal-looking triangles on its first form, looking like this. And I say first form because right now I don't want to spoil, but yeah. So Shields Down is an interesting ability, and I heard that Shields Down actually it has a really high defense when shields are up, but then when shields down, it destroys its defenses and it changes its form, and it's it's decently fast. I don't want to say super fast, but it's decent. It attacks. It transforms to a form that's more suitable for combat. So it's faster and it attacks more. It's gonna be an interesting Pokemon. I can't wait to see its stats. I don't want to say I have high hopes, but I have a very high interest in this mon. It's also typing is rock and flying, so it's very interesting as well. It's not a fossil, but it's interesting. Next up, we have Gumshoes, which is actually the evolved form of Yungoos, and this thing, they have no intention of hiding that it's definitely Donald Trump. This thing is based off of Donald Trump. You cannot look at this Pokemon and say this thing is not based off Donald Trump. It has its hands behind its back. Like it literally has its hands behind its back, like it's about to present some sort of speech or something. Look at it. Look how it looks. Look how this thing looks. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Like when I first saw this thing, I was like, they made this thing look exactly like him now. Next up is one of my favorite, Permettez. Oh my god, Permettez looks so cool. And then it evolves into about Permettez going into Lorantis. It's interesting how they did this because it's weird that they showed both at once. Like they didn't go from, oh, Permettez, it's a new grass type Pokemon that we have on our in our game. They just went from Permettez to Lorantis. They showed both evos right away. So we're seeing a lot of new Pokemon, which is really cool. A lot of new form stuff too. So we're gonna hit the button and continue. Permettez reminds me so much of Cherubi and Cherum. It looks they're so cute. They're so cute. Everything reminds me of Sinnoh Pokemon sometimes. And a new move called Solar Blade. So that's destructive. Look at that destructive power on that nose pass. So Solar Blade looks to be a two-turn move like Solar Beam, but just a physical version of Solar Beam. That's what many people have been saying. I believe that's what it is too. I heard information saying that basically it's a two-turn move. I love that. I love that thing. It reminds me of Levani as well. I love that Pokemon. I can't wait to cop that on my team. I hope the lead card is not its only ability. I hope it has Chlorophyll. And we have Mudbray, which is the pre-evo of Mudsdale. So this is really interesting that they actually do have a pre-evolve form for that mon. And next up we have the call on the services of Ride Pokemon. So do we actually, this is what I was wondering, do we actually call these? Look at the Charizard. I was so stoked when I saw Charizard fly down and pick him up. And we also have the Island Challenge, your rite of passage. So Kukui is here telling us we have to do some sort of Island Challenge. And people have been speculating that this is a change in gyms. So meet the trial captains. Malo's a grass type person, or leader rather, and then we have meet the trial captain still. We have Lana, the water type, and we have Sophocles, the electric type. So, and last but not least, we have Kiawe, the fire type. So I'm gonna have to assume that those are all gym leaders. Powerful totem Pokemon await at the end of this these trials. You're challenged by Totem Gumshoes. So we've also been talking about the totems and what they might represent. Maybe these like they got the perk for being a totem, so it got a defense increase, and it can also call for a help. So maybe there are going to be different Pokemon. Of course, there are going to be different Pokemon that are actually at the end of these totem challenges. They're all going to have different increases probably in their abilities. So clear each island's trials and battle the Kahunas. So once you clear that trial, you battle the Kahunas. And Hala is the Kahuna of Melee Island. So is he going to use Taku Koko on us? I don't know. A new way to attack as well. Our Z moves, so everyone that's been talking about these crazy forms and like movements of the body do crazy stuff. So Giga Volt Havoc, unleashing the Z move once per battle. So I feel like they officially have taken out Megas out of Pokemon now, which sucks. I feel like they took it out just for this game, maybe. A Z move for every type. So Bloom Doom is Rowlet's going crazy, spreading flowers no matter where it goes, just destroying lives. So destroyed Poplio just right then and there. And we got Litten going insane right now. Infernal Overdrive becoming Madara right now. Look at this damn thing. It looks like Madara's ultimate from friggin' Storm. And that's when at least we have Poplio and the water avatar. She's doing water. Just doing water. She was waterbending. The player character was waterbending, and it just did some craziness. I don't know what to say about this trailer. Like the trailer, I don't know what else to say. This is crazy. I love everything they showed in this trailer. I feel like there might be some disappointment. Not only because I really love the idea of Megas, and I've been seeing people talk about Megas too. They've been wanting to know what Megas, top 10 Megas of this, top 10 Megas of that. Maybe there will be a way to still include Megas in this game. I love Megas so dearly. I really wish they would continue to make Megas. So I feel kind of hurt now because they have Hoenn Megas and they have Kanto Megas, and they're like starters in terms of their starters. I was so hyped for seeing a Mega Torterra, Mega Infernape, Mega Empoleon, but with this I don't even know now. That's the only reason why I'm a little annoyed, because I really want to see if they would do something with those three. Those would have been so cool to see. Like Infernape, a Mega Infernape. You guys already know I love Torterra, so a Mega Torterra would have been insane, absolutely insane. Oh man, I'm kind of annoyed about that, but who knows? I'm feeling like the Z bangle that you have on your arm, it has a crystal in it. You need those two things together in order for you to use a Z move. So maybe there may be a type of part in the game where you actually get a Mega Stone. And you can't use a Z move and a Mega Evolution in one game. So what you can do is switch your Z Crystal out for a Mega Stone. It's a key item. You can swap items and put a Mega Stone or a Z move. So now anytime you go to a battle, you don't know what your opponent's gonna have. Are they gonna have a Z move, or are they gonna have a Mega Evolution? But that might actually be the only way to balance the game out in some ways. But I also might feel like as soon as someone sees the Mega Bracelet come back, like a Mega Stone come back, they're just gonna be like, oh, I might as well not use Z moves. I might as well use a Mega because it lasts for the entire game. You can swap them out and keep your Mega, you know, and you won't get the finesse and like amazing, crazy stuff like Z moves. So I feel like that already kills what I just said, because it's so obvious that they wouldn't allow that to be in the game, because it would automatically make people be like, oh, Z moves are amazing, but I can have a Mega on my team. Okay, let's just put a Mega on my team instead. It stays for the entire game. Unless they do the thing I'm saying, which is they put Z moves and Mega Stones in at the same time of a battle, but that would be kind of too crazy, because then you can Mega Evolve your Pokemon, and then your Mega Evolve Pokemon can use a Z move. That would be kind of wild. I would love it, because it's so destructive, but it'll be unbalancing the game completely. I mean completely. It would definitely. Because a Mega could probably destroy a team already, but say you would have a chance at killing them on, the moment you use a Z move, destroys that. It would destroy that chance. Also, another thing about the Z moves, people were talking about how there might be 5 moves. I have to say that might be a 5th move for that Pokemon. Whoever you give the Z Crystal to, whoever's move you're using it with, that Pokemon have 5 moves. So you could either go for your Z move or hold on to it, and you have 5 moves. So 4 moves, which is the normal moves that you normally have, and then all of a sudden you might unleash that 5th move that they don't expect. So you never know which Pokemon on your opponent's team will have a Z move. So now I'm getting myself kind of hyped for this game. Sun and Moon looks to have so much cool things to offer, and there's so much more Z moves to see actually, because we've only seen a couple of types. We've only seen grass, fire, electric, water. So there's so much more typings to that. There's gonna be crazy Z moves, and I hope they all do damage, because it seems like these typings that they showed in this video, they all do damage. So I don't know what else I could talk about, but make sure you guys check out the like button, like it if you're in it, regular story, do whatever you want with it. Just don't hit the dislike button, because it made me really sad of you. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, just leave those comments in the section down below as well. Tell me what you guys enjoyed about the video. But with that, I think we're done, and I'm gonna get out of here. I hope to see you guys again, but with that, I'm out. Bye.